second draw of the season for Altrincham. It's finished Bromley 0, Altrincham 0, and despite the fact there were no goals, it was an eventful game. Altrincham manager Phil Parkinson joins us. Phil, I thought we were excellent today, particularly in the first half when we kept the ball superbly well.
Yeah, you've seen both sides of us today. As I said last week, I'm surprised at how close we are to being where I want us to be. So we're still a work in progress. First half, I thought we were absolutely superb. Really difficult conditions, but it should suit the in-possession team, shouldn't it? The heat. Obviously, Bromley, a very big physical team. Unfortunately, second half, I don't know if we tired a little bit, but they certainly got stronger as they brought the subs on as well. They got a lot of strength and depth, and they should do. They're always title contenders. They won the trophy, didn't they? So they're a big team in this division now. They've earned the right to be called that. But we've come here, and I thought we matched them and more than matched them in the first half. And in the second half, when our keeper's gone off and Jordan stepped up as centre forward. If I'm them, I'm devastated. We haven't won that game with a non-keeper in goal. But that's full credit to how we defended and the extra work we're doing in full time to organise, particularly from set pieces. We've worked heavily on that. The detail's been far greater than we've ever done before. And I think you could see the dividends of that.
It was a real blow to lose Matty Gould. He hasn't actually had a save to make in the whole game. He's come out with a very, very brave punch and taken what looks like a bad knock. What's the latest with him?
Yeah, he's concussed. He's going to have a CT scan in hospital, so it's not good for Matt. He's, well, when I say not good, it's not good to the point where we've got to go to hospital. So hopefully it is good. And it's just a blow to the head that we're following concussion protocols. I thought our medical team deserved a lot of credit there as well. The way they come on, dealt with it superbly. A new young medical team. So really proud of the way they've dealt with that. But really, really pleased with Gouldy's bravery in that one moment where he's come into a crowd, dealt with it. But unfortunately, he's come the worst for the collision.
And in the final half hour, brilliant. The team defended really well. And Jordan, he looked confident. His body language was positive. That must have given confidence to the players.
Yeah, he volunteered. He stepped up as the skipper. I remember I've learned from a mistake years and years ago. I put JJ in goal, who's 2'0". And guess who volunteered? We had Aaron Bennett and Chris Clark, who were the 2'0". And I went, unfortunately, as I don't care if you played Gaelic football or been a great five-a-side keeper, I'm going with a 6-foot player. Jordan wanted to do it, and he went in and did superbly well.
And we've had some good chances in that game. Aaron Bennett in the first half brought a brilliant save from the very impressive Rhys Charles Cook and Chris Clark near the end. And also Toby Malarkey. That one looked like it was going in. If it was a good header to clear it for a corner.
Well, they've had flashes across the box. We've had the gilt-edged chances. We had one in the first half. Chris should score that. I'm disappointed he's not scored that. People will say the keeper's made a good save, but there's no way Chris Clark from that range isn't scoring. So by his high standards, he'll be disappointed with that. But a great performance from Chris. He had another one in the second half where he couldn't quite get the whip from a ball from Ben. And as you said, a couple of good saves from their keeper. But we didn't pepper the goal by any way, shape or form. But I thought we had the chances to win the game.
It was incredibly hot, one of the hottest games I think we've ever played in, and an artificial pitch which reflects the heat, makes it even hotter. It was almost criminal for the players out there.
I'll use the word for you, Brian. I could tell you were struggling. It was unbearable, yeah, I'll be honest. In the dugout, it was hard. I don't know how the lads have got through that. I mean, that's as hot as conditions I've ever experienced. And on an Astro where it's beaming up off the Astro, apparently the water run out here, which is quite convenient for a drier service for an in-possession team such as ourselves. But listen, we dealt with it, and I thought the lads conducted themselves brilliantly, and showing the transition into full-time at this moment in time is certainly paying off.
I thought last Saturday against Maidstone, we showed great potential in terms of our performance, and a good performance on the day as well. But today you could see it's really coming together.
Well, no disrespect to Maidstone, these are a different kettle of fish. So they're a big team in this division now, as for all the reasons that I said earlier. Andy's built on what he had last season, and they'll be up there as they always are, because they're well drilled, and they've got two really good goal scorers in Marriott, which we didn't play today, and Cheek. So listen, when you've got them types of goals and experience in your team, you just got to defend well, which they do a lot of the time, and they've done well to keep us out today when we've played well. So to come here and do what we've done is no mean feat. There's not many teams that will come here and dominate like we did for long periods of the game. We've just got to do it for longer periods of the game, particularly in the second half. But again, you're not always going to have it your way. In the bit where we've probably faltered in the past against teams like this, we didn't set pieces, we defended well. long balls into our box, we defended well, and we reduced them to very little.
And on to Maidenhead now on Tuesday, another long trip and a big challenge in terms of recovering after the exertions of today.
That's going to be the key thing for us. We've got to do it really well. This is the bit I harped on about last season with the part-time element, full-time transition. Lads aren't going in work on Monday. They're coming into football, so the recovery is going to be so important. The bit that is difficult for us, which it doesn't matter if you're part-time or full-time, is we've got a long drive back now where the lads have had a really tough game, probably as tough as we'll come across in these temperatures and conditions against a real good physical team. Are we going to be able to recover in time for another trip to Maidenhead? In the perfect world, we don't even go back up north. We stay down south and play Maidenhead on Tuesday, but we don't live in the perfect world. We're trying to move forward and do everything we can as well as we can. But these two long trips will take a lot out of the lads.